My name is Kelly, and let's just get right into it. Book number 1, The Queen's Fool by Philippa Gregory. I've never read one of this author's books. However, there was something that really stuck with me that, like, one of my classmates said. I don't know, when I was super duper young, I hated reading. I used to stare at the page and pretend to read and then turn the page every minute because I just couldn't stand reading. Halfway through 5th grade, I started liking reading. But I understood why. because when I was younger, I hated reading. I understood why there was no, like, other people didn't take any joy in it. I knew one of these people in high school, and she got it. Like, she understood why people enjoyed reading when she read a Philippa Gregory book. She's like, usually I don't like reading, but I'm, like, actually reading this and I'm liking it. So that really stuck with me, but especially for someone who literally doesn't read at all, and the fact that they could feel connected to a book for the first time, that's good enough for me. I'm just excited. I saw this, what was this? I believe this was at a dollar store. I don't know. I don't like dollar store books. I'm fine with buying them from library sales, and they're usually even cheaper at library sales, but there's just something about seeing books at the dollar store that makes them look dirty. I'm actually pretty sure I got this at a library sale. Dollar store only sells, like, new looking books. I feel like it'll be 50-50 whether I like this in terms of the subject matter, because I don't know. But I don't know. I just finished reading Jane Austen, and I know that I won't read her for a couple months, but I kind of want to be in that, royalty world. Jane Austen isn't really in that world. I know it's like during the 1800s. It's not that far off. Late 1700s to early 1800s, depending on whether they take place when they're written versus when they're published. But, yeah, I just want to stay in that sort of wish fulfillment, everything's fine, even though I know that things weren't really fine back then, but it's still, like, pretty cool. So yeah, I'm excited, but I'm afraid that I'm going to realize that I won't like this in the first 100 pages, and I'm just going to slog through it. And I completely respect if you're the type of person who's like, look, if you're reading a book and you don't like it, you can put it down, it's fine. That's totally fine. Personally, I want to finish books that I start. Especially since I already bought it, so... And it's not really resellable in this condition. Yeah. Queen's Fool, Philippa Gregory. Here's the thing. I've got 2 easy read books. Yeah. So, Perfect Match by Jodi Picoult. This, I feel like I will read to relax my brain, and however, it will be good enough that I'll just, like, get right through it. I'm sure of it. So, Perfect Match, Jodi Picoult. I don't even know what it's about. Let me see. Oh, it's about child molestation. Yeah, I don't shy away from that. I watch Law & Order SVU. Who doesn't? But, I thought of this differently. I thought it was, like, about, well, I thought it was about, like, being an organ donor or something. That's what My Sister's Keeper is about, right? Perfect Match, Jodi Picoult. I'm actually pretty excited to read it now that I finally skimmed the back of it. Here is my other super easy read. Chicken Soup for the Soul Cookbook. So this is an example of something that you'll easily find at a library book sale, because people always buy Chicken Soup for the Soul. They get bored of what's inside or whatever, and then they donate it. And they were the perfect things to read while I was eating. That and A Series of Unfortunate Events, I would just zip through those books because I would just take them out while I was eating dinner, in high school anyway. I actually picked this out for September thinking that I was going to use a lot of these recipes, but I just I had no intention of becoming a vegetarian until like 2 days, no, the day before I became a vegetarian. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, obviously, I'll just read it, and I'll enjoy it, probably. I just won't take much value in the recipes. Yay! And last, but definitely not least, I know people say that, but The Phantom of the Opera. I also got this at a library book sale, I believe, and I'm excited. So obviously people know it from the musical. I never saw the musical, even though I was a huge musical theater buff in high school. But I did see the movie with Gerard Butler and that chick. Obviously, this is going to be very different. Not too different, but it's going to be the same story, but it's going to be very different. And I'm super excited to read it, actually. Alright, so those are my books for September. And, yeah. I'll be back for my review of Peter Hunter and the Minions of Mara next time. And that's it. Thanks for joining me. Have a good month.